Hi everybody, it's Thursday, May 14th, 2009. Thanks for stopping by. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about torture. There have been about 100 prisoners or detainees killed or who died in U.S. custody in the past few years. And most of those deaths have been ruled homicide because they were tortured to death, beaten in all sorts of ways, left standing, handcuffed to the ceiling for long periods of time. They have a technique where they knee people in the thigh, which is a pressure point. There's a pressure point in your thigh. They knee them there, and it's very painful and disabling. And one particular man who was a taxi driver was beaten to death in this manner. He died after being repeatedly kneed in the leg. And when they did the autopsy, they determined that his legs were completely destroyed by the repeated beating. He would have had to have both his legs amputated if he had survived, but he didn't survive. He died in prison, and he was calling for his mommy and his daddy, and they were kicking him in the legs to make him shut up. It's in Taxi to the Dark Side, you can see the story of this man. It's really horrific. If you watch that movie, you will understand just how horrific these interrogations and the abuse of these prisoners is. It's really bad. I mean, it's so malevolent. It's hard to even describe. You have to watch the movie and see exactly what they're doing to these people. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this today is that Obama is complicit in this torture and the cover-up of this torture. Now, Obama didn't close Guantanamo Bay. I don't know if most people are aware of this or not. The common perception is that Obama has closed Guantanamo, or that Obama has stopped torture, but he hasn't. Guantanamo is still open, and since Obama has taken over, believe it or not, the torture has escalated by all accounts. It has gotten worse, according to the people who are being tortured. And now Obama has gone back on his promise to release the pictures of the torture victims. Supposedly he was going to release about 40 pictures out of the 2,000 that the Army supposedly has. But even these 40 he's decided to keep under wraps. So he's complicit in the cover-up of torture and complicit in the continuation of the torture. And what he proposes now is to move Guantanamo to the United States. Not to close it, but to take all those people who are indefinitely detained without charges and just move them here. And to my mind, that really doesn't mean anything. If anything, it's even worse, because it's just formalizing this process and moving it to American soil is not ending it. It's just bringing it closer to home. That's all it's doing. So, this is Obama, people. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Obama is a sham. He's no better than Bush. It's just a fact. Your television is not going to bring you change. I'm sorry. It's not. The people that they push at you on television from the Republican and the Democratic Party are not going to change anything. It's just the way it is. You have to go outside the television if you want change. You have to vote for the people that the people on television are telling you not to vote for if you want change. You have to vote for those people. You have to vote for the crazy people that Fox News and CNN tells you are not going to win if you want change. Like Dennis Kucinich or Ron Paul or Mike Gravel or somebody else they don't like, and that they tell you repeatedly 1,000,000 times a day is not going to win, while they're talking about Obama and his nebulous program of change. So anyway, Obama is going to continue to torture, that's clear. And Nancy Pelosi, who was reelected by a overwhelming majority of the supposedly liberal people in San Francisco on a pro-war, pro-torture platform. Let's not fool ourselves. She is now claiming that she didn't know there was any waterboarding, that she was totally unaware, even though there is evidence that she was briefed on it a long time ago, and she knew exactly what was going on. She is saying that's not true. The documents are false. We should just believe her, take her at her word, like other honest people like Bush and Cheney. And, I just want to say that's complete bullshit. In Nazi Germany, when they, found all the death camps, all sorts of people would say, oh, wow, I had no idea this was going on. But in reality, everyone knew it was going on. I mean, there's no way they couldn't have known. That was what the whole Nazi movement was about. It was a racial, nationalistic movement, like Zionism, for instance. It was a race-based nationalistic movement, saying this is a homeland for Aryans and everyone else has got to go into the ovens or somewhere else. Like, Israel is a homeland for Jews. Nazi Germany was a homeland for Aryans, and the Jews were expendable. And everyone knew it. There's no denying it. I mean, they all knew what was going on. And we're just like them. We have always known what was going on. We always knew that we were torturing people. I mean, I don't think that anybody out there that is watching this, no matter whether you agree with me or not, if you're an American, I really don't think you're going to deny that. I don't think you're going to tell me that you didn't know that America was torturing people. And so how in the world could Nancy Pelosi possibly have not known? Everybody in America knew. Since 2001 we knew. When we approved of it, we all sat. I mean, I went to lunch every day and I had to sit there and listen to people talking about how great torture was. Every day. If I went to lunch with somebody, anybody, I would have to hear the whole, well, we got to do it to them because they're terrorists. If we don't torture them, a bomb will go off in 24 hours, just like on TV with, 24. And so we got to torture people. I mean, it was on network television. Torture was on prime time network television in the United States as a good thing. For several years, this abomination, this piece of filth called 24, this blatant propaganda. And we watched it and we, agreed with it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, it pisses me off a little bit, this whole thing about torture and how easily Americans have been, co-opted to approve of this. I mean, it's just really, it's despicable. But we all knew it. We all knew it was happening. A lot of people today still defend it. And Nancy Pelosi knew exactly what was going on, just like everybody else in the government. And it's time we had some prosecutions, not more cover-ups, not more denials. Thanks for watching.